What are you doing, Scooby? What are you doing? Scooby's gonna help. Yeah, Scooby's gonna help. Alright, we got another road turd wheel to work on here. These customers keep liking to rip their rotor bolts off the wheels. So we gotta try to take out another set of them. He couldn't wait for me to fix it for him, so it looks like he got in here and tried to fix it himself and found out it wasn't that easy. So now I got to figure out what I gotta do to get it apart. You see he's already been through all 5 bolts already. Great. Alright, so we're going to use an easy out to get them out. And probably have to put some heat on there because I'm sure they got red locked on this set. So, this is a solid carbide drill. It's a couple hundred thou diameter, 203 I think. So I've had halfway decent success in not breaking too many of these. Getting them out, but they're a pain in the butt to do. I seem to have better luck doing them by hand than by the using the mill over here, for whatever reason. So we're going to have a go at it and see what happens here. The worst thing that happened was just break some more bits off. And I got a new drill motor here to use too if I want. Look at that. Look at the size of that one. And my foot. It's bigger than my whole foot. That's a vintage Black & Decker. It's heavy too. Okay. Let's see what happens here. So I use my Black & Decker drill. Oh, it's hard on my knees. Those shop tires are hard on my knees. First problem is the wheels wobbling all over the place. So I gotta get a couple 2x4s or at least something to put underneath there. That'll work. There, now the wheel doesn't wobble around. Still got a nice sharp edge though. That's what they make rags for. It still hurts my knees. Okay, that one's off center. Let's go with this one. See what happens. Seems to be drilling halfway decent. Here, you come over here to help, Scooby. Scooby's over here to help again. What do you got? Is there a rat in there? You got a rat over there? Keep the speed down a little bit, seems to work better. It doesn't get the bolt hot and lock up. Quit cutting. Steady pressure. All of them are started now. So I'm going to stand on top of it. The trick is to stop drilling before it goes plunges straight and breaks the bit off when it hits. brace my elbows on my knees here to help act like when so I can pull it back quickly. Also hold it straighter. I'm drilling sideways. That's not a good sign. Straighten the hole up a little bit. And we'll drill straight with help. That's getting in my way. Yeah, at least I'm consistent. I'm drilling sideways each time. It's hard to tell center when you're at an angle. What do they make drill presses for? That's why I'm not using one. Drilling. Yep. Ooh, tiring. Whew. About 3/4 inch deep on that one. Get a better hold it straight though, in practice. Definitely work on the sweat. Oh. With the right speed and pressure, it cuts halfway decent. It should be. Whew. Hi. Need a rest break. That's tiring. I don't need to go to the gym. Get plenty of forearm strength by drilling out sprocket holes. So that one's down there about that deep right now. So I'm in there, about 3/4 inch in already. These bolts probably go in there a good inch and a quarter probably in there at least. This one's only in there about a 1/2 inch. So lazy. These 3 here and they're deep. These 2 aren't. And I'm tired. Oh well. See how it rips the hub up when the pulley comes off? Destroys the damn hub. Now that's what keeps the pulley on the wheel, so without that being there, it's going to it's going to come off real easy the next time. There's no support to keep it on there. Yeah, this is it's gonna rip it right off again. This guy likes doing a lot of wheelies too on his big FL dresser, so can't do that crap with stock skinny bolts. You need to go up to 1/2 inch hardware minimum, and you need to preferably dowel it in or have more bolts in there and go to 10. This design here has a bolt that holds it all together, so you can't do that. But you at least go to big ass bolts. I don't think he's going to want to do that though. They never do. But after you rip them out again, you'll have to, because you're going to rip them out so many times and you're done. Without that support on to hold the rotor on, or the sprocket if he's got a chain drive on this bike. I think he's got a chain drive on this one. You'll have issues. Alright. Enough rest break. Of course, when you get tired, you break the bits off easier too. That always helps. Alright. Straight's about right there. Hello. Yeah. I'm drilling a hole. We'll be back. Okay, we're back. I have another go at breaking off my drill bit. I'm all rusted up now. Work harder now. Okay. Let's see if we can break this one off. Now that one I want to drill for some reason. It don't like me. It's got a hard spot in there or something. Let's see here. Yep. Appears to not want to drill. Yep. So let's go ahead and do a high speed drill. Just burn through it. Whew, it don't like me at all. Definitely something wrong with that hole. We'll get back to that one. Interrupted again. Yep. We're getting work done around here. Hello. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Bye. That one didn't want to drill either, and it started drilling. Yeah. All that wobbling side to side is not good. That's what breaks the drills off. I'll get back on it. Ooh. The drill went through, augered into the whole stop, jammed in the bolt. I'm trying to unscrew the drill. You put it in reverse to back it out without breaking it. It's unscrewing the bolt slightly. That's a plus. Okay, now we come in there with a easy out. Let's see if we can lock out and get this thing to come out. Smooth it. There we go. And then it gets tight again. That's the Loctite. The Loctite resets up when it cools off and it binds it right up. That's what we're doing right now. It needs heat. Yeah, we're done with that. Okay, once it cooled off, it doesn't want to come out anymore. It stopped. Yeah, so they'll do that on you. It almost came out. Just a Loctite rebit. So I have to put the torch to this and warm it up to free up the Loctite, and then it should come out. So it moved. That's a plus. I didn't break the drill off. That's even better. All right, so that's one kind of out, done, more or less. Try another one. Let's see if that's deep enough. Yeah, it looks like it's deep enough. Look at that one. That one's coming right out. Yeah, that was a good one. There's one out. So that's how far they're in there, and over an inch. I'm drilled in there probably at least that deep. Alright. Device over here. To get the easy out, you just reverse it and wobble a little bit around, and it'll come out. It just jams in with these edges right here is all it works. It's a one-way thing. It works backwards, not forward. Alright, so there's one. So basically we got like two almost, because one is, I just have to heat up, it'll come out. Hopefully. Okay, let's go to the next one. Deep enough for this one. Appears to be. Oh, good. Another one. And another one's coming out, kind of. It's protesting. No, that one's not gonna. That one's gonna stop. Oh yeah, that one's done. So once it cools off, that Loctite resets up and you're done. Loctite's somewhere between 3 and 350, all Loctite melts. Basically means it quits working. So drilling the bolts warms them up, but then they get cool and they lock up. So we'll have to heat the wheel up to get those out. Alright, so we got 3 more or less kind of getting ready to come out. Or 1 is out, 2 are kind of coming out. Get this one. Again, hopefully. Feels like it. Yeah, there's another one coming out. Now this one's going to come all the way out. There we go. Alright. Whew. Another one out. Basically that's 4 in my opinion. But the last one don't want to drill, it's got a real hard spot to hit. Come on, get out of there. Come on. Come on, you piece of crap. Get out of the damn hole. There it goes. That one didn't want to come out. Yes, only like 1/8 of an inch left in there from being full depth. You can see how deep the hole is in there, but it's basically like right to where my thumb is right here. Almost ready to pop out the other side. Seems like it gets softer at the very end. Starts to, when the drill bit starts dropping pretty good, that's when I'm stopping drilling. Kind of feel it doing something different. Alright, so now we got the last one that does not want to drill anymore. I need to go in a lot deeper than it is. Alright, so about that angle there. Now good, it's drilling. Cooled off, I guess. Good. It's going down. It's making a chip pile. That means it's going deeper. Stopped. It stopped and I'm stopping. Running out of wind. Yeah. It's not deep enough. Oh, I'm tired. There's blood back in my arms. Definitely need to go in deeper. Or get 1/4 inch more. Alright. Have a rest break. Get to work. Lazy bastards. Now moving. I'm sure that warmed it up though. I'm going to try a bigger easy out. Let's see if I got it hot enough it might come out. Ah, lucky, lucky, lucky. It's a coming. Yeah, it's going to come out. This one ain't drilling. Good deal. Got some heat in there. The bigger easy out doesn't go in as deep, but the hole is big enough for it to start. So I was able to get under it. There you go. It's out. So that's 3 out and 2 that are moving, but locked up. Whew. So this one only went in there this deep. But that was enough to bite it and unscrew it. See, that was not nearly as deep as the other ones were. Alright. Okay. There's a carbide bit. Yeah, it warmed up a little bit, not too bad. A little chip in it right there. This one's still good. So it's not cutting too good on this one flute. It still goes through though. Alright, we are going to try a little heat now. So I'm going to move this show to the back room where the torch is. I'm tired. Alright, we'll be back. Okay, we're back here to the welding area. So we got our acetylene torches here. We heat the hub up. So it's a rosebud tip here, which puts out a lot of flame. It's for heating up a large area. If we heat up a large area on the hub over here, it's going to burn off the paint, powder coat, whatever the hell this junk is on here. So we don't want to do that. So I'm going to try to spot heat. So I'm going to put a single large hole tip in there. I'm going to try to heat the bolt up only and not the aluminum hub all that much. So hopefully I'll melt the Loctite, let the bolt come out, and not screw up the paint, powder coat, whatever that is on the side of that damn, whatever that purplish pink stuff is. So we're going to change out our tip here. So I got a bunch of different tips in here. The one we need. I'm thinking this big one right here. Okay. First thing needs more length over here. Okay, suppose length. Of course, we work in nice cramped quarters over here. Striker. Okay. Make a little flame here. First, you got to turn the welders on. That always helps. Let's reset my bottles. No oxygen. So you have to set your bottle over here. Your gauges. Acetylene. I just swapped out these bottles, so we're gonna reset everything. So basically, you want about 20 pounds or so of oxygen pressure. And the acetylene over here is at 14 pounds right now. You open up the valve, see what it really is. Yeah, you don't want to have anywhere near that much. So, get under 10. Okay. You want to run at least 2 times oxygen to acetylene pressure. And when you get up here in the red at 15 pounds, then theoretically these things might blow up. But, I don't know how true that really is. get in and out quickly. That one's too big to go in there. Use the small one. It doesn't like me. What is coming? Smell the Loctite. Camera's too high. It's right at the limit of the pressure I want to put on this easy out. Definitely smell that Loctite. There we go, it's starting to come now. There we go, it burned through it. Yeah, see all the powder come out. Yeah, that was in there pretty good. Needed more heat deeper in, but without heating up the whole hub and burning the paint, you can't get in deeper heat. Come on, stupid airline. Yeah. Pull our easy out. Go. It came out. Okay, we're ready for the next one. Burning on the outside of the hub. That's a plus. We know it's smoking a little bit. Okay, we'll try it again. A little more heat on the hub there. Smell the Loctite burning, so that's a good sign. That means it's melting if you can smell it. Oh yeah. A little bit more heat on it this time, so it comes out a little easier. It melted it more. Got one little black spot on the hub there. Much easier that one's come out. So you can see how this Loctite was melted just down here, crystallized. That means I had to tear it to shreds to get it out. It was re-solidified. But it didn't bite. So I got a little black spot on the hub there where I put a little bit of heat to it. Most of that rubbed off. One little burn mark right on the edge. I'll have to live with that. I can live with that. We'll have to see if he can live with it though. If you can't live with it, too bad. Alright. I always like to blow off my gases when we're done here. So these all go down to 0. Help save the regulators when I don't have a load on them all the time. Just wind up my hoses around my bottles here. Alright, I'll swap out that tip later when it cools off a little bit. Okay, so that's what that looks like. I'll go over to the vise and try to get the bolt out of here. Easy out. There it goes. Yeah, they're cold enough for me to hold on to. Alright, so these two we got out. So you can see how far off center this one was when I started. but I drilled it toward the center. So I got it drilled toward the center so it wouldn't go out the side. If you keep drilling down the side of the threads here, you'll screw up the hub. It makes it hard to get out too. So you try to get back toward where you want to be all the time, to your center point. See, this one I hand drilled pretty close to being on center. So you have to be able to drill straight through. Now that one, they're so deep, see, it actually started dimpling out the bottom. It was getting ready to poke through. See how this one doesn't have a dimple in it? So you can see how deep it is. See, one's deeper than the other. So there you go. Okay, we got to dye the threads and hubs, so we'll do that next. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, back over here. So I'm going to go ahead and put a tap over these threads right here. Clean them up a little bit, get all the Loctite crap out of there, and make it fresh again. Looks like I didn't tear them up too bad. A lot of times they rip these out, they oval out the whole hole up in here. This bike's got so much horsepower, it just sheared all the bolts right off, so it didn't do a lot of damage. When it doesn't, when you only have one bolt at a time breakaway, the thing goes back and forth like this a bunch of times. It just eats up the whole flange here. Destroys it. It still destroyed it here by ripping it all off, but at least the mounting surface is still clean. The rest of the hub's junk. Basically, it needs a new flange, do a whole new hub assembly there, but they won't replace them. They'll break it 2 or 3 more times before they do that. Probably still won't do it then either. Alright, so we got a 7/16 fine thread, or coarse thread tap. Put a little honing oil on there to lubricate the threads. I'll go ahead and show you some on here and see what we got. I can either use a T-handle or I can use this style. This style's faster than this one. So I'm going to use this one. And this style here works better when you're laid flat. So I'll lay it flatter. So that's how deep you can go with the bolts. Pretty deep. See how I like laying it flat? See, it goes faster. How much crap we pulled out. Pull it off. Put some more lube on there. You don't need a lot, just a little bit. Just kind of wetting up the cutting edges a little bit. That's all you need. Chips pretty much are at the bottom of the hole, and I cut a couple threads deeper there.
Who's here?
Hey Fred.
What's up?
Fred's here. You getting your video real quick? Everybody's missing you. They think you died, or I ran you out of the shop.
What's going on?
Commenters want to know where the hell you're at. You're playing hooky too much.
Oh, nice pink. Is that your new
It's my new bike.
color?
It's my new favorite bike. Right, Fred?
This appears to be the same problem as the other one. Nothing fits right.
It appears they broke the bolts off again.
How do they do it again?
I was over there whistling. Did you bring your customers in behind
I
you?
didn't bring any customers in.
Fred's bringing customers in.
You're around the corner. Come on.
Now who's hiding over there?
Hey!
Oh, geez, another one.
Are you hiding?
Uh-huh. You get too close, you're going to be on video. You're going to be famous.
What's that for you? Racing bike?
Yeah.
It's like Will.
Favorite color, isn't it? Favorite color. Just fixing more junk again.
I think maybe I ordered
See,
the
you
wrong crust
don't
on the
do this
pizza.
on your bike, see? You're not trying to do wheelies on your sports dress, that's why you don't do this. Is that Fred?
And you obviously don't have the same color scheme as this as Tatro.
No, this is one of the cool guys, that pink.
Hot pink.
Is that hot pink?
Little glow flakes. In
What flake in it to make it look really nice?
I'm not saying what pizza I bought, but I'm not really impressed that you told me to go buy this pizza.
Okay. So you don't like Papa Joe's or John's or whoever?
Hey, this doesn't make any sense. I can order a pizza with half cheese, half pepperoni, and it's going to cost me $14.50.
That's right.
Or can I order two pizzas
For half the price.
at
So is that what-
$7.75?
So there's what the threads look
16
like now. Think those will work, Fred?
Well, it'll work until he breaks it again.
What about the flange?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I think he already broke it. There's not much flange there. Pretty well no support here. I'm thinking this piece is not even connected. What do you think?
And how's he going to get the bearing out then later?
This piece here I don't think is doing anything. What do you think?
Oh, broke. You broke it, man.
Oh, I almost dropped it on my toe. Oh, geez, I got that between my toes like that. I'll be in trouble.
I'll get it.
All right. There, I fixed it for him. I took it off. All right. Well, there's another one all done. So there you go.
Tatro